Hey, so today I'm going to be doing a hairstyles video. I know, I never really do these on my channel, but to be honest, I wanted to give it a try because I recently cut my hair and it's back to school and everyone's doing their hair and getting ready in the morning, and there's a lot that goes on. If you want to see like back to school thrifting and lookbooks and stuff like that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for me, or just like if you enjoyed this video, it always helps out. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more fashion videos. These hairstyle videos are kind of like not a common thing, but I hope you enjoy it anyway, and I guess I really don't know what else to say, so let's get started. Let's start things off with what I use to keep my hair fresh and healthy every day. My hairbrush of choice is always this wet brush, which has loose bristles to keep my hair from damaging with every stroke. For hair straightener, I've been using this one by Lange, and it's pretty straightforward. It does the job of keeping my hair neat since it tends to like to flip in all different directions. Since we're already on second day hair, and yes, it's already quite oily, I'm using the Batiste Dry Shampoo for brunettes. First two hairstyles are some of the easiest of this segment, but this tousled low ponytail is one I wear almost every day. I start by tying my hair into an elastic, and then when I'm all done with that, I pick apart tiny pieces of hair to frame my face. Next, all I do is add volume by pulling some hair up just slightly, and then I fasten it even tighter with a hair tie. And I find that this really gives the ponytail a more effortless look. Contrary to what one would do when having short hair, I actually love wearing a messy high ponytail. I just pick it up and repeat the same steps as with the previous hairstyle, but I personally think this is a cute and fun way of changing things up. Next is another look that's perfect for back to school, the half bun. I carefully separate my hair with my thumbs, leaving some hair at the bottom of my head. Now with my fingers, I start forming the bun in the shape that I like best, and instead of tying it with an elastic, I simply set it with some hairpins. For the fourth look, I'm taking the half bun to the next level with a French braid. I separate my hair with my fingers like before, except now I'm using a clip to keep it up. Then I take the excess hair at the bottom and I tie it into a hair tie to keep it out of the way. Release the hair up top to use it for your braid, and then start French braiding it. You start with 3 small pieces of hair on the crown of your head, and you braid like you normally would with the first 2 steps. Then you just start adding hair to each corresponding side to create the French braid. This is definitely one of those braids that makes your arms super tired after a little, but the final result is totally worth it. When you're all done, simply tie the braid into a hair tie, and if you want, you can pull the braid apart for a more voluminous effect. Lastly, you just start forming the bun with the ponytail you created and pin it down to finish it off. Easy, right? And now the fifth hairstyle are these cute half-up pigtails. Just make sure your hairline is split right in the center and take a generous section of hair from each side. Then again, for a more effortless look, just tease each tail slightly apart until you get the desired effect. I know, this hairstyle is pretty straightforward, but it's super flirty, which I think adds the best finishing touch to a sweeter outfit. To give the pigtail hairstyle more of a sportier appeal, just try busting out these French braids. Making sure to evenly split the hairline down the middle again, you create one big French braid on either side. The trick to getting the best form is to make sure you keep your hands up, following the shape of your head while braiding your hair. Again, it's very tiring, but it's absolutely necessary so that you don't get any weird floppy braids. And as always, I prefer to take it apart just a bit by teasing the braid and framing my face with small strands of hair. Now, if you want to give the pigtail braids a more playful twist instead, you can take the braid apart until you get to just about the middle of your ears. Tie each side into a bun with an elastic, and voila! You got yourself a braid that's instantly more dressed up. The sleek and pinback hairstyle is definitely the easiest, but I think it's a look that's making a comeback with its late 90s, early 2000s vibe. With your hair down, take the pieces, framing your face back, and pin it with exposed bobby pins to show them off. And if you want, use some brightly colored bobby pins or butterfly clips for an even more vintage flair. The The mini braided crown is definitely a much easier option over the full-on head crown, especially for shorter hair. It's almost impossible. Separate the hairline into a side part and take a piece towards the front of your head. Then start to braid it into a regular hair braid, and when you're done with it, I highly suggest pulling it slightly apart for a fuller look. Then take it across your head like you would a headband and you're all done. Last but not least, we have my personal favorite, the waterfall braid. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was quite intimidated by its intricacy, but it's really simple, I promise. Give your hair a nice side part and grab a generous piece to separate into 3. Braid the outermost strand over to the center, next the piece on the other side to the center, and again you braid the outermost piece one more time to the center. Release the strand closest to the face as it's no longer going to be part of the twist, then grab a piece behind the 2 pieces you still have held in your hand and braid it above the strand closest to it, under the next strand, and release it again, remembering to pull it down. The last step to create the braided effect is to just take the strand at the back and twist it over the next strand. I know right now it kind of doesn't make sense, but if you actually just watch the video, it's a lot easier to understand, so just keep repeating these steps for as long as you want, and you'll notice the waterfall effect it creates. And then when you've created as many twists as you want, just pin the 2 remaining steps down and you're all done. Alright loves, that's it. That's all the hairstyles that I could come up with for back to school. These are really simple, and I would genuinely wear these if I were still in school because they literally only take about 5 minutes in the morning. As always, please let me know your favorite hairstyles down below or any video requests you guys have. It's definitely something that I look forward to whenever I upload a video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week wherever you are, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!